In 1918, as the world celebrated the end of a great war, the city of New Orleans danced to a different rhythm, a rhythm of fear. In the humid, gas-lit nights, a shadow fell over the city, a phantom who moved through locked doors. His only calling card, a bloodied axe, often belonging to his own victims. He left a trail of brutalized bodies, but also a bizarre demand. A letter published for all to see, claiming to be from hell itself, with a simple, terrifying ultimatum. Fill your homes with the sound of jazz, or the Axeman will call on you next. This is the true story of the city he terrorized and the music that could save your life. Our story begins in the back bedroom of a humble Italian grocery on the corner of Upper Line and Magnolia Streets. On May 23, 1918, Joseph Maggio and his wife Catherine were discovered in the most brutal fashion imaginable. An intruder had chiseled out a lower panel of their back door to gain entry. Inside, a scene of carnage. The couple had been attacked with an axe, which was left behind, covered in their blood. In a bizarre, chilling detail, Catherine's throat had been cut with a straight razor, which was found on the bed. But nothing was stolen. Cash and valuables were left untouched. The motive was not robbery. It was something far more personal, or far more senseless. The city's brief respite was shattered just 1 month later. On June 27th, another Italian grocer, Louis Bessemer, and his mistress, Harriet Lowe, were found in a pool of blood. The method was sickeningly familiar. A panel chiseled from the back door, and the couple attacked with an axe, found on their own property. Then, in August, the Axeman struck again, attacking a young immigrant woman named Mrs. Schneider while she was pregnant. As the body count rose, a terrifying pattern emerged. The police were hunting a phantom, a killer who left behind no fingerprints, no stolen goods, only carnage. Then, on March 13th, 1919, the story took its most legendary turn. A letter, claiming to be from the killer himself, arrived at the offices of the Times-Picayune newspaper. It was addressed to esteemed mortal. The author claimed he was not human at all, but a demon from the hottest hell. He mocked the police for being, in his words, as stupid as they are. He then laid out his bizarre and terrifying ultimatum to the citizens of New Orleans. The city took the Axeman at his word. The letter was published, and a wave of panicked preparation swept through New Orleans. For one night, the city's survival depended on its music. On the evening of March 19th, 1919, New Orleans erupted in a chaotic symphony of sound. Every dance hall, every saloon, every home, rich or poor, filled the humid night air with jazz. It was the loudest night in the city's history, a frantic, city-wide party performed out of sheer, absolute terror. For months, the city breathed a cautious sigh of relief. It seemed the Axeman had kept his demonic promise. But on August 10th, 1919, that illusion was shattered. In a small cottage in the suburb of Gretna, a young immigrant named Charles Cortimiglia awoke to the screams of his wife, Rosie. He rushed to her side, only to be met by the hulking, shadowy figure of the Axeman. The creature attacked them both, leaving them for dead, and brutally murdered their 2-year-old daughter, Mary. The jazz had not saved them. The Axeman's promise was a lie. The terror reached its peak. The attack on the Cortimiglia family was so brutal, it seemed the Axeman was escalating. Then, on the night of October 27th, 1919, he made his final known appearance. He attacked Mike Pepitone as he slept, striking him with the familiar, savage force. Pepitone's wife saw the killer fleeing, describing a large, powerfully built man in a dark suit. And then, silence. The Axeman vanished as mysteriously as he had first appeared. In the wake of the Axeman's disappearance, the city was left with more questions than answers. Who was this phantom? What was his motive? The fact that he targeted Italian grocers initially led some to believe it was a racially motivated crime, perhaps connected to mafia infighting, though no concrete evidence ever surfaced. Others pointed to the bizarre letter and the demand for jazz, suggesting a connection to the city's vibrant music scene, a disgruntled musician, a scorned lover of a jazz performer, someone with a twisted sense of theatricality. One of the most persistent theories surrounding the Axeman points to a man named Joseph Momfrey. He was a New Orleans Italian with a history of mental instability and a reported axe attack in his past. Some investigators at the time considered him a strong suspect, noting his physical build matched the descriptions given by survivors. However, Momfrey was never officially charged, and the evidence against him remained circumstantial. Like the Axeman himself, Joseph Momfrey eventually faded into obscurity, leaving behind only speculation. Despite the passage of over a century, the identity of the Axeman of New Orleans remains shrouded in mystery. No one was ever definitively caught or convicted for these horrific crimes. The case files remain open, a chilling testament to a period of terror that gripped a vibrant city. Was it Momfrey? Was it someone else entirely? Or was there something more to the legend, something that defied earthly explanation? The whispers of the Axeman still echo in the dark corners of New Orleans lore. Perhaps the most enduring aspect of the Axeman's story is the bizarre connection to jazz music. Was it a genuine belief of the killer? A cynical manipulation of a terrified populace? Or a strange quirk of fate? Whatever the reason, the sounds of jazz became forever intertwined with the fear that gripped New Orleans. And even now, as the music plays on, a shiver might run down your spine, a fleeting thought of a demon with an axe, appeased only by the sweet, sorrowful notes of the blues. The music of New Orleans never stopped. It's the city's heartbeat, a sound of life and resilience. But the story of the Axeman added a new, darker note to its melody, a reminder that even in the most vibrant of places, a deep darkness can lurk just beneath the surface, waiting for the music to fade. The question is your music playing loud enough? If this story gave you chills, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Dark Facts, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another true horror story.